Hello, this is Gus Bilirakis, and I wanted to give you a little update on the two bills that we're going to vote on this evening. One has to do with the stimulus package, and then also we are voting on an omnibus, which will include defense spending and homeland security, and some of the issues that I worked on very hard. But I want to stick right now with the stimulus package. So give you a rundown on some of the issues. We just got the bill and we're reading through it now. Unfortunately, this should have happened a long time ago, but politics got in the way, and the American people were penalized, and they should not have been penalized for something like this. We need a package like this, and folks, we're going to get it done. It reignites the Paycheck Protection Program for approximately $300 billion going to small businesses. Of course, they have to qualify. And also, we set aside $25 billion for our truly small businesses, our mom and pops, which is something that I really worked very hard on. It also allows businesses to deduct, the deductibility issue. That was something that I spoke up on in conference last week, along with other members, that it was their priority. We heard from businesses, CPAs, you should be able to deduct your expenses in this particular time period. This is very, very crucial to our small businesses. They're having such a rough time. $15 billion for the entertainment venues, and these are the local parks, and you know that Florida, travel and tourism is the #1 industry in the state of Florida. So we're going to help out our theaters and our local amusement parks, what have you, our zoos, and we got to keep it going, folks. We're going to need to attract tourism. Vaccines, we're going to give $20 billion for the purchase of vaccines, and our constituents will not have to pay for those vaccines. So important. Also, we're funding our state and local governments so that we can have more testing during this COVID-19 crisis. We're also giving stimulus checks, an additional $600 per adult and $600 per minor dependent. It's a little less than before, as you know, but again, this will help during the holidays, and it also stimulates the economy. Unemployment checks, $300 a week, as opposed to the last time $600 a week, but $300 a week. In addition, you'll get some state benefits, unemployment benefits as well. This will help our unemployed and those who are suffering. It's so vital that we get this done, and we will. Today, we're helping out our schools, our universities, our daycare centers, so they can get started again and have face-to-face teaching. I've heard for so many families, and there's nothing like one-on-one teaching and actually going to the school as opposed to virtual. And let's see, $45 billion for transportation, including $2 billion for our airports. Very vital to our economy, and we're helping them out. $4 billion combating substance abuse. And we put a lot of money into those programs. There's accountability in those programs. We have a huge problem in this country with mental health and substance abuse, and we must address it, particularly now during the pandemic. As a matter of fact, we're also increasing funds for telehealth and telepsychiatric help as well. And I'm finding to make that permanent, the telehealth and psychiatry, but in the meantime, we are extending it during this pandemic so that it can be covered. Medicare can cover those expenses. We have a 3% increase for our troops. So important. They are true American heroes. We must pay them. We should pay them even more than the 3% increase, but it's better than nothing. And we thank them every day for our freedoms. The next thing is we're also reauthorizing the community health centers for an additional 3 years. A lot of folks use those centers. You can go in there with insurance. You can be underinsured, pay as you go, what have you, based on a pay scale. Medicare, Medicaid, great centers. They do great work, quality health care for our citizens. Thank you very much. Just a little bit of a rundown on what we'll be voting on in the next few hours. Thank you very much. God bless you. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah.